so needed because Sherry put out her tax warrants.
Is that what that is?
She did what?
Put out the tax warrants.
Oh,
People move mobile homes and don't let us know.
yeah.
Close businesses and don't let us know.
I'll call the meeting to order. Item 2, consideration possible action on approving the minutes from July 1st.
So move.
I'll second.
All right.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
And item 3 is consideration possible action on petitions for correction of erroneous assessment.
And you're sure that's the right word?
Yeah.
Oh dear. How's our lawsuit coming, or have you heard? The gal that was gonna sue us over the taxes. I don't know.
Haven't heard anything for a while. Mr. Bartow asked me for some information that's probably been a month ago.
I think they figured that that would just settle.
We would just ignore it.
Well, no,
Oh,
no.
Lowell is working on it.
Now, how come, and maybe this is a state auditor question, it tells you these reasons right here, right?
Uh-huh.
Why doesn't it tell you those reasons up here?
This one that's underlined is the one that is appropriate for that specific correction.
Well, I'll move that we approve the signing of them.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Well, you have a batch of these
Yeah.
this morning. Everybody had a little legitimate gripe.
No, it's not gripes, like I
Oh.
said, it's
It's
mostly
what they
people move
move.
mobile homes without letting us know. And so there's no way to
Yeah.
find them now and get the taxes that they're owed for 2013. Or a business closed and they didn't let us know until they got the tax warrant, and all of a sudden they're all upset because.
But the stuff didn't come back to you all, so you knew that
Right,
they
we
moved.
don't know.
I wonder why the office doesn't.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. We send it out at least twice,
Yeah.
sometimes 3 times trying to find.
Find them.
But, you know, we are only in a certain part of the county every year, and
Yeah. And it seems like the mail would go back to the post
right,
office and
and
then
like
they
for a
could-
mobile home, they're supposed to come in and do paperwork with us.
Oh, they are.
And they just, it
Don't.
doesn't happen a lot of times.
Yeah.
And we send paperwork out to the businesses every year.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to send us a rendition back, and if they don't have the business, they just don't send it back.
They want y'all to earn your keep.
It just makes a lot of extra
Yeah, it
paperwork for
does.
everyone. Because Sherry sends the deputy out to
Yeah.
give them the warrant and try to figure out what's going on, and then they call us and we're trying to figure out what's going on, and then a correction ends up happening.
So the deputy goes out, not to serve this paper, but,
Right, for a tax warrant for Sherry.
and he doesn't find a home.
Right, and he'll call us and says, well, I can't find a mobile home, and so we'll get him a map and get him pictures of what we had that was on there.
Mhm.
So
And
they've evidently moved it.
a lot of times, and so, and occasionally one burned and they didn't let us know,
Yeah.
or they just abandoned it.
I wonder if you
That's-
guys would be, interested in the aerial photos that
We
they,
use that a lot.
do you?
We do.
You already have them.
We have ones that, they're usually a year behind, but we also use a Google Earth. Yeah, we're trying to use everything we can.
Well, every year, ACOG tries to, they normally hire someone for 911 mapping,
Right.
and
And we usually get that update on our mapping system.
do you,
Mhm.
without us having to pay, okay,
Right.
because they're always wanting partners, and I've never been
Yeah,
inclined
I
to
don't know
partner.
if it's actually from the ACOG system, but we get an update. Actually, it's usually every other year that we get from the Home Tax Commission.
Oh, yeah, it would be different then, because the other's 4911 is what we're
Okay.
reading.
But we are pretty proficient at Google Earth anymore too. Because a lot of times where they're doing visual inspection this year is up north, you know, that's a lot of country and a lot of locked gates. And so the guys will put air on the thing and when we're entering it into the computer, we'll get on our air and look and see if we can see any buildings. And then we'll get on Google Earth and see if we can see any buildings. You know, and it's just kind of a by guess and by gosh thing, but
I wonder how update, like Google is.
yeah, it's not any more than ours, I don't think, but it's something for us
Yeah.
anyway, so.
I think the Duck Dynasty boys are doing a experiment to see how, that's why they put those ducks on top of that building,
See how accurate they are.
see when they come around, yeah.
Yeah.
Google was through here not too long, I saw their car out at the courthouse doing
Oh,
its
really?
drive-by, it was doing their land view
Uh-huh.
pictures. With the last year, probably
Oh,
8
good.
months.
All that stuff is frightening to me. You know, I watched something the other day on those drones, and I agree with it. If someone were to come to your home and look through your window or whatever, then they're a peeping Tom. But yet they can send a drone over.
They just can't get inside your house with the drone.
There was that one up in Seattle, she was up in a high rise and thought no one could see her, and all of a sudden she's looking face to face with a drone out, and he just stepped out of the bath. She
Well,
wasn't very happy.
I'll move that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
See you all next month.
Okay.
Well, that's it.